To protect against information security risk, the role of Chief Information Security Officer is gaining popularity. Let's try to understand what is Chief Information Security Officer. The CISO is a senior executive who is responsible for putting in place the proper security and governance procedure. In other hands, in the challenging business landscape, enabling a framework for risk-free and scalable business operations are the responsibility of a CISO. Before we discuss further, we should understand a strong domain-specific technical knowledge and background, on the other hand, is not required for a successful CISO career. Understanding the security challenge in the current and future state of the business operation, as well as preparing the organizations with the right tools, skills, resources, relationships, and capabilities to combat growing information security risk is the focus of the leadership position. Depending on the size, hierarchy, industrial vertical, and the compliance regulations applications of the organization, a Chief Information Security Officer can have a variety of job tasks and responsibilities. A CISO is required to participate in the development and the approval of a comprehensive security strategy. The strategy will take into account the entire life cycle of information security operations, and which will include end-to-end security operations, compliance, HR management, disaster recovery and business continuity, financial reporting, and addressing cybersecurity as a business problem. In a short note, a CISO is a senior executive who is responsible for putting in place the proper security and governance procedure. In the challenging business landscape, a CISO should develop the framework for a risk-free and scalable business operation. What is meant by end-to-end security operation? We can say that determining the state of IT threat landscape and to reduce the risk, implement policies and controls, taking the lead on auditing and compliance projects. The CISO requires to secure the necessary funding and resources and form critical partnership with outside vendors and security experts. Finally, the CISO is responsible for overseeing the information security initiatives and employees across the organization in order to ensure a smooth transition to risk-free and secure business practices. Let's discuss about the responsibilities related to the compliance. The CISO must ensure that their company is flexible enough to adapt to the challenging compliance regulations. This is especially important for global organizations that must comply with a variety of regulations. As you know, any kind of non-compliance having significant financial consequences. The Chief Information Security Officer creates requirements for all the parties involved and coordinates data protection initiative to ensure that these requirements are met in accordance with enforceable regulations. Nowadays, CISO should get involved in management of human resources. The responsibilities begin with the establishing the appropriate criteria and mechanisms for hiring employees who are knowledgeable and aware of security risk they face on daily basis. These include, for example, job candidates are subjected to background checks, the program for security educations and training, identify and assess management policies. For any organization, disaster recovery and business continuity is very important. Cyber resiliency is not only preventing and defending against information security breaches, but also quickly recover from them. This is accomplished by putting a place of reliable crisis communication system as well as disaster recovery and risk management systems. Every security breach and response activity should be thoroughly investigated. In this regards, the CISO is in the charge of analyzing incidents and making recommendations for improving the response strategy. For any organization, proper documentations of incidents and processes are very important, and CISO should make sure that these procedures and policies are available for all the resources in the organization who are responsible to enforce the security practices. Last but not least, the financial reporting and addressing cybersecurity as a business problem, which means that it is possible that the security initiatives is not always worth the money. The CISO is responsible for achieving the best security and business outcomes outcomes while maintaining regulatory compliance, end-user privacy, and user satisfaction. That's all in this session. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe this channel for similar videos. Bye bye.